everybody, this is Havoc, and welcome to Total War Warhammer 2. This is going to be first in the series of Warhammer 2 online multiplayer battles, and I will forewarn you, I am not that great. But you know what? I thought it'd be fun to upload some multiplayer battles that I have played myself, and then hopefully be able to get some other people in and do some other cool battles and things of that nature. Today we're playing a 1v1. I am playing as the dwarves, and my opponent on the other side is playing as the lizardmen. As I said, I am not that great, so you will see tactics here that will blow your mind and probably their stupidity, but any advice and otherwise will be always welcome. I'm going to go over our unit compositions, and then we're going to get right into the battle. On my front line, I have a mixed match group of dwarf warriors and longbeards, 2 units of each, hoping that they will be able to hold the front line while my supports on each flank and behind are able to go up against the lizardmen. I have 2 units of slayers, 1 on each side, and behind them are units of miners with blasting charges. I've done this combo in the past on battles that I haven't recorded, and this was of course in Warhammer 1, and it went decently well, so I thought I would try it today, and we'll see how well it works. In my back line, I have 4 units of Thunderers, hoping to gain some firepower over the lizardmen and be able to wreck them a little bit. I have 2 units of bolt throwers, knowing that these units themselves are good anti-large and armor-piercing missiles. You're going to potentially go after this Bastiladon and other large units. And then finally, I have some Iron Drakes. They are good anti-infantry units, and they are armored as well, thinking maybe I could try and get a flank on and see what we can't do against them. I am being led by Belgar Iron Hammer himself. Very good melee hammer infantry unit, and then also a runesmith. Anytime I play as the dwarves, I always use a runesmith because they actually have some really good buffs. Let's see if I can select him alone. Maybe not. Anyways, the runesmith has a couple of really good buffs. He buffs armor. He buffs your just combat ability really well, and I really do like his. Okay, cool. I guess we're going to start. Sorry about that. Over on the other side, I really like using that Rune Lord. On the other side, our enemy is being led by Lord Mazdamundi. He is on his amazing Stegodon. This is a very powerful lord, and he has a ton of health whenever he is on there. 7,500 health is absolutely ridiculous. He's rocking a Skink Priest, who is flying a Pterodon. Hello there, chum. He has a Bastiladon with a Revivification Crystal, and he also has a Bastiladon with a Solar Engine. He's going to be able to heal his units while also being able to hit me from afar. He has 2 units of Croxagores in his backfield. These units are very good monstrous infantry. They will do a lot of damage, and then, of course, they'll go into a rampage, and everything will get even worse from there. They have some Saurus Warriors with shields, 4 units of those guys. The Warriors with shields are only 50 gold more, and they do actually provide quite a bit more defense. I think 6 to 8 defense, and then of course they're shielded, so it does do a little bit of unit deflection. And then last but not least, they have a few units of Skink Cohorts with javelins, just something as a little bit of ranged unit to go ahead and try and pound me with. Let's go ahead and get this battle started. They're going to start coming at me. My bolt throwers are going to be able to get a few shots off right off the bat. Going to be targeting Mazdamundi to see just how effective that is. Unsure whether or not we want to keep shooting as them. The Bastiladon has gone and started launching its thing. Mazdamundi looks like he's getting ready to cast some sort of spell. We'll see what goes on there. Thunders are starting to auto-target the Skink Priests. So that first hit from the Bastiladon hit the ground before it. Our Longbeards are getting smacked now. I'm bringing my Slayers and the Mining Charges over onto the left flank. The Flock of Doom has been wrecked upon me. Thunderers are targeting a Skink Priest. And they are going to bring their Saurus Warriors with shields over to fight my Slayers. And Mazdamundi is just going to charge right into the thick of it. He is able to. That is one of the benefits of being Mazdamundi. We've already routed the Skink Priest. Mazdamundi can just hold the line as well as possible. Bringing my Iron Drakes forward. I should have opened a ground for them, but that's all right. Our miners with blasting charges are coming in. The Might Oathstone gives 27 melee defense. Rune, he's thrown everything that he can. He has damage resistance, he has plus armor, etc., etc. Our Runesmith is amazing. I love him to death. And then, of course, Mazdamundi used I can't remember what spell it's called. It just gives some buffs to the units in terms of damage resistance. Our mining charges are starting to take out those Saurus warriors, and our Thunderers are, of course, getting pretty wrecked by Mazdamundi coming in from behind. Brought in my units of Dwarf Warriors to try and handle those guys a little better. The Dwelling Beards are handling the Warriors with shields not very well. Bringing back the Thunderers, hoping to be able to get Mazdamundi targeted enough to where we're able to hit him. He's able to get away very well. One thing I've noticed in Warhammer 2 is that you are able to get away from situations a lot easier than in previous games. Splitting up my Thunders is probably one of the best moves that helps save me. He can't target all of my units at once, so splitting them up in different directions means he just has more of a chance to get some good shots off. Belegar Ironhammer is taking on the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal. Those Croxagors are going to tear up my units. There we go. We got a rally troop going on. Ruination of cities didn't work all too well. We're still able to target Mazdamundi. He is losing quite a bit of health. Unfortunately, Croxagars are coming in on our left flank and not really going to be able to help us there. They are going to tear through my Thunderers, and they are now rampaging very much out of control. For a little while, it did seem like I was going to be able to get this and pull this off. Mazdamundi is routing, and that was one of the best things I could have thought would happen for me. As you can see, yeah, we're just continuing to pound on him. However, this Bastillodon Revivification Crystal, and then, of course, the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine, they are just two monstrous units that I'm just not prepared to fight up against. Taking on those Croxagors, bringing in the Miners with blasting charges now that their range is over with, hoping to get these Croxagors all tied up. The Saurus Warriors with shields are able to break through, run right into my Thunders. That's not going to help anything. There we are. The Shield of the Old Ones, magic resistance and leadership, that is going to help hold the line. And on this left flank, the Saurus Warriors with shields as well as the Skeet Cohorts are coming in. He's bringing in his Skeet Cohorts kind of to wrap things up, getting my Bolt Throwers to try and get back into battle so they can keep shooting at troops. Has Mazdamundi died? No, he hasn't. He's right there. Okay. There we go. But you can see just three monstrous units. They're just going to soak up so much damage. It's hard to prioritize. There goes Mazdamundi. He is officially dead, which leaves very few units that he has actually in control. Trying to bring my Thunders back out, we have just lost our infantry. And so it's really hard to try and get these guys in a priority situation where they can work it. The Iron Drakes are firing on the Saurus Warriors with shields, but again, they're out of control. Not much else that can be done. The Bastillodons both have a huge amount of health left, and that is not going to put me in a good situation at all. The Saurus Warriors with shields are almost wrecked, but they have taken a lot of my Dwarf Warriors and my Slayers. Longbeards are holding against the Skeet Cohorts. We've got another flock of Doom coming in. And I never actually did take out the Skeet Priest, so he is coming back. He's going to throw a few spells, which is not going to help my troops at all. Those Thunders, they just can't hold under all of that pressure. The Runesmith is trying to get in and do what he can, including giving a Oath in Steel, trying to boost the armor rating. Belegar Ironhammer is in the midst of everything. But going up against Croxagors, Saurus Warriors with shields, and another Bastillodon with Solar Engine, he is just getting demolished. And these troops are basically just wrapping up what's left of my guys here. Don't really know what my Bolt Throwers are doing. Doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot. Just kind of enjoying the view. There we go. Thunders have recovered. Thunders have recovered over there as well, starting to shoot into the ranks. But Belegar, man, he is just starting to take some massive hits over there. Good Lord, Runesmith just took a massive hit from the Bastillodon. It's just hard. A dwarf can only do so much against such reckless hate. There we go. We've got a little bit. Oh, we've rallied. Belegar, don't you dare die on me. It's a pretty close battle. It can pretty much go either way. They're only up by 100. There go our Thunders. Those Javelins, man, they're just able to do a whole lot. The Rune of Oath and Steel has come back again already, giving us a good boost. But Belegar, he's taken some massive hits. Yeah. It's not looking too dandy for us. We got those Croxagors. We got Saurus Warriors with shields coming in. We've got kind of trying to take care of that Skink Priest over there. We have routed the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. But it's a little too too late. Belegar, he is running. My Runesmith is not holding it together. He is just taking too many hits. The rest of these units, it's just too much for us. Come on, Belegar. Turn around. Turn around. Nope. His routing has caused the rest of the troops to rout. Seems to be only a matter of time. That Bastillodon with Revivification. I'm going to say Revivification a couple of times every single time. And that is a valiant defeat. A rough battle, but still a good one nonetheless. So as you can see here, we did lose 700. They deployed only 693. The main thing that really got us, they didn't really get all that many kills. They just routed us so hard. That Bastillodon with the Solar Engine and that Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal really just hit us hard. I think if I would have focused my Bolt Throwers more on Mazdamundi, maybe gotten him out of the way quicker, we could have done a little more damage. And then, of course, micromanaging my Thunders a little better to try and get some flanks, as well as our Iron Drakes. Our Longbeards really held the line, and that's kind of what my goal was to hold the line while I was able to hit them. They just really punched through. I've never really seen Mazdamundi get used so offensively so quickly. They tend to try and keep them back. But regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. It's a loss, but I'll take it. It was actually a really good one, and probably one of it gives me hope that I can improve. Again, if you guys have any advice on some good army builds, or if you want me to try out a army build, be sure to leave it in the comment section down below, or go over to the Warhammer 2 or just battle replays and give me some army things for that. Speaking of, if you have any battle replays for Attila, for Warhammer, anything like that, be sure to send them my way via Discord. The Discord link will be in the comment section or in the description down below under Total War Replays in my Discord. You can join my Discord and then drop it there, give me some information, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out at the beginning of the video, and that way you can be on the channel. It'd be pretty cool. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. This is Havoc, and I'm out of here. Peace.